The Washington football team is not having a great year. From scandals with management and ownership, to a controversial former nickname, to a stadium bursting at the seams with sewage and literally falling apart, things really couldn't get much worse. All that misfortune is going to change on February 2nd, 2022, when the Washington football team will finally announce its new team nickname and logo after dropping its former name in 2020. Before we dive into what some of these names and logos may be, I'd like to encourage you to subscribe to the channel. Only around 15% of viewers of the Archive of Everything are subscribed, and I'd love to see that number go up. Thank you, and now back to the episode. A sportsbook called PointsBet put together hypothetical odds for what that name may be. The most likely name, according to the sportsbook, is sticking with the name Washington Football Team. This would be very disappointing, as the team would have been creating a lot of hype for absolutely nothing, in my opinion. I personally don't see this as going to happen, but if it is true, there will be a lot of disappointed fans. The next two names are a bit more intriguing according to the odds. Presidents comes in just above Red Hogs as the most likely name. Of these two, I would absolutely love to see Red Hogs. It's unique and has a nice flow to it, and a few of the concept logos have been proposed, and I really think that the name would just resonate with the fan base. President sounds a bit too generic, and maybe something that a Madden created team would be called. The next four names on the list are what I personally think will be most likely based on the rumor mill, leaks, and other news stories I've been seeing consistently. Of these four, I think the least likely would be Defenders. Although Washington Defenders has a nice ring to it, the name is just a bit too generic in my opinion. I think if they do go with this, it would be a relatively safe and inoffensive name, which may be exactly what the team needs right now. The next three candidates have a strong military connotation to them, which I think the team will really lean into based on the uniform leaks that show the stars on the uniforms. Washington Brigade makes me think of a strong military team, and I think there's a lot they could do with that type of mindset. Washington Admiral seems a bit more coastal than I would imagine for Washington, D.C., but it would be a fun alternative to the Raiders and Buccaneers. You could have playoff matches that include pitting the Navy versus the pirate teams of maybe the Buccaneers or the Raiders. I can imagine that the graphics departments at the sports networks would have a field day with something like that. The final name is the one that I'll say is now my official prediction for the team. I think the Washington football team will become the Washington Armada. The name has the same military Navy feel, but is a bit more broad. I think the stars go along really well with this, and the rumored black addition they're adding to the uniform combinations would go really well with a ship motif. In just over 2 weeks, we'll find out the official name and logo of the new Washington football team. I hope I can say told you so with my prediction, but for now, all I really can say is thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and comment your name prediction down below. I'm very curious to see what you all think. As always, this is Matt from the Archive of Everything, and I'll see you all real soon.